All right, let's get personal.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm gonna give you a situation and tell me if I'm the asshole. We're gonna play Am I the Asshole? So
Oh, I love this
the,
game.
the situation is there's a guy that's interested in me. Um, I give him my Snapchat, and I'm not really looking to give him my Snapchat. I don't really want to. I just want to vibe. But he's
Mm-hmm.
persistent and he's kind of cute. So give him my Snapchat. I don't really want to talk to this guy, and this is the next day. He talks to me first. Fuck it, we chat. Now, this is the day after we had chatted for that first time. I'm out. I'm at a club. He sees me at the club. He waves. I pretend I didn't see him. He touches my shoulder. I look at him, and I pretend that I don't see him and walk away. Correction, run away. Am I the asshole?
well, it depends
Yes.
on
a little bit.
it depends on the context of the snaps and the messages in those snaps specifically.
I mean, that yeah, but if you didn't like him, but
Because if he's a creeper, I'd run away.
you gave him. What?
If
What did you say?
he is just like watching my snaps, then I would be like, yeah, look, this has got to stop. I'm
Total
just not into
coincidence.
you. Can you please just get the hint?
Total
I-
coincidence that you ran into each other yet again. Total coincidence.
I
Did
would
you-
pretend not to
was
know
there a reason?
them and try to act like a
Oh.
friend collared for me. So yeah, I would probably dart.
I'm just not well versed in this.
I mean, if he touched you while you were there, I don't think you can really say you didn't see him.
Yeah, that was just a whole play and a miss. That's a
Okay.
Well,
At least
all you
act
gotta
like you
do
don't
is act like a
recognize
friend
him.
is waving you over and just walk over to a random girl or
Well,
a
act like
friend.
you don't know him is crazy, gang.
Because you
Okay.
don't. You technically do not know
Wait.
them.
You've been talking to him for like I don't know a day.
You talked
That's
to him
not
a little,
knowing people.
You talked to him a little bit, and you thought he was cute.
Yeah.
What changes your mind about him being cute then? Because being cute
Nothing.
and then shoved off, then you
Nothing
wouldn't
changed your
do
mind.
that.
That was it.
That was it.
That's
I can't.
That's the situation.
That has to be asshole-ish. That has to be right.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
have to say yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sorry,
Luna,
you didn't
Can't
get
be
the
the
right
only
answer.
one who's thinking that.
Luna exempt. But I do have to put you in. I do have to add your testimony into this. Women are weird.
Well,
Yes.
okay.
you are not like no. Hear me out. You are the third
No.
third woman who has said that they would do the same thing. And as far as when it comes to men, we're confused on why that choice was made.
I can explain that then.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, give me another
so
reason to hate you. I love
fuck
this.
you. Shut up. Listen, all right. Women go through a constant when they hit the age of 13, which girls start developing into young women, which is when the essential welcome into society. This is how men treat women when they don't know them. I have had probably over hundreds of accounts of times where I've had to either call the police or I was very uncomfortable and had to wave another female over in order to get people to stop interacting with me. The last incident I had was a customer who is very nice and who had been one of my regulars for 9 months. We'd have conversations left and right, like this is a normal usual basis. But I still considered them a stranger because I did not know them. I did not share any personal information with them, did not tell them about what was going on in my life. They just asked how I was. I'd ask them, and it was good or okay or whatnot. Okay. They choose one day during one of my shifts to sit in my store with me for 3 hours talking about how much they make, what their family life is, and then they ask you if you're available. Even after being told that I was married with 2 kids, the conversation continued for another hour. So this is a 4-hour conversation. I call my manager over to do something that I don't normally do, which is to call for a cash deposit to be done, and I work the night shift. There's never supposed to be any cash deposits on those days. the fact that my male manager did not read my body language about how uncomfortable I was at that point, and just assumed because his body language, the customers, was very relaxed, he just assumed he was one of my friends, and he's not. So I call him back over again. I'm like, hey, are you sure I don't need to do a deposit? Like, trying to keep him in the store with me. The guy finally leaves after 4 hours of conversations, and my manager comes back over and says, what was this all about? I was like, you should have been in here. This is weird. This is very unusual behavior for a male to do around a female he does not know. So when a stranger acts out of a regular habit, it can either go one or two different ways, which is it can be construed as interest in that person, and after you're told that that person has somebody, and comments of, well, I don't want to break up a good marriage are made, that's when it swaps over to you need to go. There has been so many different instances of that through my store alone with stranger customers, and not on the occasion of being hit on by people who are like 3 times my age.
3 times
It just
100 is 300. How are they alive?
it does not put a good taste in a female's mouth when that is what we have to worry about. There's a reason why tasers and pepper spray commercials are always female. And there's a reason why those are particularly marketed towards more females. That's why there is what's called a punch ticket, which is basically the same thing as putting your keys between your fingers. It can do some real damage, and that's why you'll see a lot of women with it on their keychains. And it looks like a cat with 2 eyes, and the ears are very sharp. Because they can put their fingers in it like a brass knuckle and defend themselves.
That's very innovative. I
And
fuck with
the
that.
fact that in the news that there's constant talks of the R word and women going missing, we are taught at an early age that men are not going to be your friend most of the time. There's going to be a handful of them in your life that you're going to be able to trust, and sometimes it's not even your own father.
Fuck you, Dad.
So we have to pick and choose who we are friends with and who we are comfortable with, because if they get too comfortable, it can be a dangerous situation for us. Because there has been multiple times where I've almost been SA'd. And thankfully, because of my volume and the way that I portray myself, I've been told by multiple male customers that I look like I could take a punch and then give it right back tenfold. So it has kept me from getting that, but I have almost been SA'd a couple times. Because there are males out there that don't take no as an answer. And that is the problem, and that is why women have to act like that towards males. Because the next time we say no could be a Dateline episode.
Yeah, that puts a fresh is crazy. That puts a
Fresh is
perspective on it.
crazy.
That's what I just said. Fucking mimic.
Sorry,
No perspective.
You only have yourself to blame. Yeah. Okay, that puts it in a new light. I can now look at her and understand what I can somewhat understand from what she's gone through.
Mm-hmm. We're honestly told to try to de-escalate the situation. If a male comes on to us aggressively, we're supposed to be like, "Oh, well, you're very nice, but my husband or my boyfriend who's in the military who just got out is just right across the corner," to try to deter them from doing something stupid that could essentially kill you or hurt you. And a lot of males don't understand that because they've never been on that side of it. they've always been on the I'm the good guy. I'm your best friend kind of guy. Well, yeah, you might be, but there's 10 men next to you that might not be. And we have to treat it as a potential threat, regardless.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that was agreeable. You passed.
I pass?
Yeah.
The fuck?
crazy thing to say
I
for
was
that
gonna,
topic.
yeah, I was very hoping you were gonna say something that made me hate you more, but no, that's just straight facts.
Okay. I see where you're coming from, yeah. In this case,
Yeah.
my suggestion was, in this case, don't pretend to be interested in the first place, because even if a guy is cute, your first thought was I'm not interested. So I don't
Mhm.
understand
Yeah.
why to half-ass chase something that you're not really that you don't really see any potential in. That
Well,
part really confuses me.
it's because of
Because
the danger factor. I mean, a lot of guys, if you reject them, they do not take it well. There's a lot of men that essentially think their shit don't stink. And if you reject them, they go into a tantrum like a 5-year-old. Like, I'm not the best thing in your life right now while I'm talking to you. I don't even know you.
right,
So, to keep myself from getting hurt, I have to act like I'm interested. So, the next time I see you, it's not a negative response.
well, I get that if that was the case of like I would instantly act like I'm interested, but
Mhm.
the first thing that was done was I'm not interested. No, I don't have a snap. You're not getting my snap.
Then they ask for something else. Oh, well, do you have a phone number? Do you have a Facebook page? How about an Instagram? How about a
You have a
Twitter? Let
you
me
have a
hit you up
Skype?
on one of these social medias. You got a Discord? Let me Discord you. Let me DM you.
No.
They
Trying to holler on
find,
Tickle Discord is crazy.
okay,
That's a miss.
no
Hello?
matter what you say in those situations, they will find an excuse to try to get a hold of your number or any contact information.
Right, which
Yeah.
in that case, flat out just rejecting them
Which can be a
would be the
dangerous instinct.
yes, but you also have to put in perspective the place that you're in. This place
Mm-hmm.
that I'm in is there's people everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
if this person was to try to do something to me, somebody would see it. But not only do you flat out reject them, you're there with your group of friends. So your friends are right. They're next to you. So you can just walk away
Okay,
with your
see, that's a
friends.
different scenario than if you're protected essentially by the group effect.
Yeah.
Then yes, flat out reject them. Be like, I'm sorry, you're just not my type. I like 7-foot athletes that look like a hobo.
Jesus Christ. I'm getting a
Like,
call
Jesus.
from my
That's
mother. You guys
throw
can
something
continue.
so far out to the left window that they will get the hint that you're just not their type.
sorry, I'm interested in men.
Nope. Even then, they're like, can I watch?
I'll find a way to keep asking for it.
Yeah, they'll find a way.
No, I'm interested in men. I'm gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
ask
I'm like
to watch.
very, very gay. I'm like very gay though. Like
Again,
very
they
gay.
will ask to watch. They do not care.
I think I'm ignorant enough to avoid this situation, but I get 100% what you're saying.
Honestly, there's been times where I'm like, I'm a lesbian, and they're like, well, can I watch? Could I sit in a seat and watch?
Can
No.
I watch? You got this on streaming platforms? Uh, I hate that joke actually. I'm gonna
You can
pretend I
stop it
didn't
at
make
any
that
time.
joke. I'm gonna pretend I didn't make that joke. Man, it was bad and good at the same time.
It's just very dangerous. And
Like a
unfortunately, being a
5-way.
female, you have to watch how you reject people and where. But men can be sometimes victimized in the exact same sense.
I mean, yeah.
So it's understood on both fronts. It's just men are portrayed to be more of an aggressive type. So we have to essentially watch ourselves.
Yeah, you reject the wrong guy, and now you're on a Dateline show, like you said.
Yeah.
It's
Dateline
true.
show at the bottom of quarry,
And now you're on
buried in a
60
barrel
Minutes on
somewhere.
PAS.
Stuff in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm. Or tied up in their basement for years, you know.
At the ranch with Dr. Phil. Yeah, the possibility.
God damn it.
definitely would. What?
What the fuck?
Just the fucking Dr. Phil Ranch. I can't with you.
Oh, I thought that was a valid place. All right. Well,
I didn't know that
I'll
he
answer
had
that
a
question.
ranch.
You never heard Dr. Phil say, "I'm gonna send you to the ranch"?
No.
Did you think it wasn't a
No?
real ranch?
Never heard.
What?
No, I've
What?
never heard that he had a ranch.
Where have you white folks been?
Not fucking watching Dr. Phil.
Anywhere else. I'll
Yeah,
watch
anywhere
it.
else.
Anywhere else. That's my favorite answer. Anywhere else.
Where have you been? How can we
Apparently
help
under
you?
a
growing
rock.
Me under a rock?
No, me. Because
Oh
apparently I
yeah,
am.
no, you. I mean, you're ancient. It makes sense. You under a rock.
Okay.
I mean, 6 feet under a rock, to be specific.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about how old you are,
Mm-hmm.
just in case you didn't notice.
Do we,
No.
Yeah, I
different joke?
didn't notice,
Different
yeah.
joke?
Mhm.
Just in case, though. Just in case. You don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to specify it.
It's okay, you can stop. Anytime.
You
We're drifting your joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, no.
Oh, I thought. Like History Month.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to go from there.